Hej, det här är Ragna och Aron från Under54 och vi har precis börjat göra en massa härliga podcasts som jag tycker att ni absolut ska lyssna på, även ifast de är på engelska. Right, Aaron?
Yep, that sounds great. I'm Aaron from Under54 DiscGolf, and I'm here with Ragna, as you heard. In this episode, we'll be talking about how Under54 started and how Ragna and I got to know each other and how this whole thing came about. So, I guess I'll just go straight back to the beginning. We're going to go back to... Oh, man, when was it? I think it was...
1907.
Back in 1907. I think it was 2012 or so. Actually, back in 2009, I kind of was thinking about starting a company / club, whatever, to help other disc golfers or kind of establish a name to pitch ideas to different cities, maybe about courses and stuff like that. So you can't, I wanted to have a name and a quote unquote club company so they didn't just laugh at me. So 2009, my mom, she actually bought Under54.com. She bought that.
Oh,
name.
She did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, for like $10 or something.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Big spender.
Because I was talking to her about it, and she was like, Aaron, you need to get Under54.com somehow. I was like, I'm not going to do anything with it, Mom. Don't worry. So she just went out and bought it.
That's cool.
Yeah, which is really cool. So I owned it since 2009, actually. Then cut to 2012. I was playing disc golf in Michigan. I moved up to Michigan in 2010. I was playing tournaments up here. And there was this guy.
She's laughing at you.
Is that funny for you? There was this guy, Ben Lingle. I don't think he still plays anymore, but he went to Coldbrook. It was at Cracked Plastic. Him and Mitch Winters were playing there, and we were all talking, and Ben actually won sudden death. I think he actually won. He beat Terry Miller, the disc golf guy.
All right.
Shout out to Terry Miller. But anyways, after the tournament, they were talking about how Ben had got sponsored by Luna Disc, and I didn't know who Luna was or what Luna Disc was. So, flash forward a couple years, my buddy Mitch and we were playing a doubles tournament against Luna and Al Shack. And they were both, after the first round, we were tied. So we went into the second round, lead card or whatever, I guess. But, we were playing neck and neck with them, keeping up with them. And we came to the last hole and they actually had a putt for par, and we were under the basket. And they were probably about 40 feet out. So we had our three for sure, and they both stepped up and actually missed their putt. So we went to sudden death. So we got to hole 3, and I threw a champion Rhino, I think it was at the time, and throwing uphill into a headwind, it landed like 40 feet short, probably longer than that.
Not enough oomph.
Not enough oomph. No. But Mitch missed his putt and I missed my putt. So anyways, they beat us in sudden death. But they split the cash with us, which was really nice. But they got the trophy.
You don't even care about that trophy.
Yeah. Who needs a trophy anyways?
Hate trophies.
Yeah. Yeah. We all hate trophies. No, but then, so yeah, they split the money with us, which was really cool. And then I don't know if it was around that time or necessarily what Mitch and Luna had talked about before, but Mitch ended up getting on Team Luna Disc. And I was, I was like 970 rated or something like that. And I was like, man, I could get sponsored. Why didn't Luna sponsor me?
Why doesn't Luna want me?
Why doesn't Luna love me?
Yeah.
But anyways, so I started going back to 2009 and how my mom had bought that the Under54.com the domain. So I said, you know what? It's not necessarily about sponsorships. Sponsorships are great and they help people out. But I said, you know what? I'll start my own company and try to do some clubs or run some events.
Right, like you were kind of originally thinking even before that event.
Yeah. So I didn't. I didn't necessarily need Luna, even though I'm a little sad about it.
Still bitter.
Yeah, not at all. Luna's a great guy. He's family. So, anyways, so I started my own company, Under54, and I was like, well, I'm going to start. Maybe I can get into course design or, present myself to different cities. Mm-hmm. As a company / club.
Not just like a random person. You actually have something backing you.
Not like, hi, I'm Aaron. Let me put
give me some money.
Feeders. Yeah. Give us some money. So anyways, I started that, and then I had my buddy help me with, I came up with this idea. I mean, a lot of people say, hey, when you throw like long drives, they say you're dropping bombs.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, there's lots of logos that have bombs involved in them, but I really wanted an old school type, something that you would see on like an army jacket, mm-hmm. like when you moved up the ranks or something. They add the stripes or whatever. So I kind of, handed my vision over to my friend, and he put this bomb logo together, and I love it.
And it's been really popular.
And it's been really popular, and I love it. So, I just kind of ran with it. I, started printing it on discs and selling those, and people were loving it. And
the hoodies, people love the hoodies.
The hoodies that we started, so that's really how that came about. And one of those guys that really liked it was Loomis.
Shout out to Loomis. In Kansas City. He actually just won. Did you see that? He won. I did see that.
Yeah, he won the
Aussie
awesome
Open. Job.
Yeah, good job, Loomis. So I handed him a hoodie, and he's been wearing it around. He just messaged me the other day saying he still wears that hoodie everywhere. Probably not in Australia with 100-degree weather, but
I hope not.
So he asked me about it. He's like, so tell me about your Under54. So I started telling him about it, and he was like, do you sponsor any of the bigger name pros? And I said, no, I'm kind of looking to help people out. And he had just gotten done interviewing you.
Right, for the disc golfer.
Yeah. Well, that was 2014. Yeah, it was the fall.
Yep.
It's
got to be 2014.
So he was like, well, I just got done interviewing Ragna, and she's in Michigan, right? And I said, yeah, I heard that she had been staying here. I didn't know if you were moved here or
right. I didn't either.
I didn't know exactly what was going on, so I said, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll message Ragna. And he said, well, okay, sometimes I'm sure pros get all kinds of messages that if you aren't friends with somebody, you probably don't see. They just fall. You probably get.
Well, sometimes with the settings too, you have to, know.
Right. So Loomis was actually friends with you on.
Right. Yeah.
On social media, so he I said, oh, that'd be awesome if you could maybe say something to her or whatever. And I messaged Ragna, and did you like the logo when you first saw it?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I checked out your Facebook page and the social media content that you had out there.
The website, right.
Yeah, and I was like, well, this is a pretty sweet thing going on. And it was just fresh off the bat, too, which I kind of liked.
Yep. So we started talking. I was like, if we could do some Ragna stamps, or and like
you had me at Ragna stamps.
Ragna stamps, yeah. So we figured we'll do some fundraiser discs with the bomb and stuff like that. So I think how many Ragna stamps have we done now? 3, 14, 15, 16, and we're working on 2017.
Yeah, we did the Ragna with the 2 bombs. And then the bomb with the signature.
Yep.
And then...
Yep, there was the Ragna bomb stamp, which is the bomb with the signature. Then there was the Ragna bar stamp.
Right. Oh, and then it was the factory stamp
the
style
stock
one.
Stamp. Right. What... Do you have a favorite of those?
I mean, I really like the bar stamp, to be honest.
The bar stamp's cool. Yeah, I like that. Shout out to Lee Thomas. Lee Thomas designed that.
Doing good work.
Yeah. So actually, we're working on a new Ragna stamp, but we're not going to tell anybody, of course.
Other than that, it's badass.
Other than it's awesome. It's going to be super cool. So, Lee, if you're listening to this and you haven't got that stamp finished, could you hurry up, please? Just kidding.
Right, pick it up, Lee.
pick it up, Lee. No, so
is that passive aggressiveness right there? Is that what they call it?
That might be. I'm sure Lee's laughing. Well, he asked you who changes more diapers, so we can pick on Lee a little bit. So, anyways, but we just, started doing Ragna fundraiser discs, and that's kind of pretty much how it happened. Other than that, what else is? Oh, I've been doing just with Under54. We ran our first C tier last fall.
Very successful.
Thank you.
You designed the course.
Yes, actually, we actually just put in 6 more holes there.
Right.
Yep. So it's a 24 hole
course. You did all the work too, right?
Yes, Terry Calhoun.
Mm-hmm.
He actually had this vision at McCourty Park. If you guys haven't played it, go play the Lady in Blue course at McCourty Park in Somerset Center, Michigan. It's got tee pads now, so the tournament we didn't have tee pads. But
watch out for the bridges. Is that where she's hiding?
Yes.
The Lady in Blue?
Yes, the bridges.
So watch out.
Yeah. So Terry Calhoun actually had this vision of this course, and he put 9 in and kind of just planted the baskets, and that was that. So there's some other things that happened along the lines, but nobody was taking that course over or really starting a club. So some things happened, and I talked to Terry Calhoun. We walked the property. He kind of showed me what his vision was, and then I took over. And we've added 15 holes now, so it's a 24-hole disc golf course, and did all the work and the clearing. Had a bunch of people help me, Jason Griffiths, Tyler LeBeau, Justin Groh, Bryce, a bunch of guys that helped me out. Shout out to all of them. And yeah, now it's a 24-hole course, and we did our first tournament on it. And hopefully, there will be more opportunities with disc golf course design.
Right, yeah. No, it's growing, and the courses are being put in left and right nowadays.
Yeah. Actually, I haven't really told too many people this, but
now you're telling the world.
Now I'm telling all of our 7 listeners that might be listening to this right now.
Mom, Dad. You are Mom and Dad.
Yeah, yep, Derek. Yeah. Derek's Mom and Dad. So anyways, I've been talking to Coldwater.
Oh.
And they are wanting to put a disc golf course in.
Nice.
And I also talked to somebody you might know, Will Shoestrick.
Never heard of him.
No, he's he's decent.
He's decent.
He's all right. He's all right. No, but I was messaging back and forth with him, and he gave me some great quotes and stuff like that. And we're going to try to get Prodigy baskets.
Good.
18 Prodigy baskets.
Even input from Will would be great. He's ridiculously good
Yep.
at designing courses.
Yeah, exactly. So we talked to, I've been talking
Good.
to.
So Prodigy and Coldwater is what's coming up.
Yeah, hopefully we can really push it this. They want to do something in 2017, and with Will's help, we're trying to get Prodigy baskets.
Good. And Coldwater needs something like that. I mean, the biggest thing they got going on right now is a pork plant. So
yes.
So we need some disc golf going on over there.
Yes, you know, that's a great point. There's like 1,000 people that place is going to hire.
Yeah, no, it's booming, and there's so many kids. There's so much sports. That's where my stepkids live.
Okay.
And so I mean, the place is great opportunity for it. So good job.
Yeah,
Under
so
54.
hopefully that goes and takes off, and we get some leagues or whatnot going in and up there. But other than that, we're planning on doing some more tournaments here and there.
Maybe a par 2 this year?
Yes, we are. Ragna and I are probably going to run a par 2.
Yeah.
Maybe McCordy.
That'd be sweet. It'd be a good
so?
park for it. I mean, we did Irving Park in Battle Creek last year, which was really popular.
Yep.
But it's always fun to change, right?
Yep.
To change it up.
Get to different areas of the state and.
Right, and I feel like the crowd is really good in that area.
Yeah, there's actually some courses over in Adrian, and there's a 9-hole course in Hillsdale, and we're kind of right in the middle of those.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been able to get the crowd from Hillsdale and the crowd from Adrian, which is where Lee is from. So there's a lot of good people that are playing that league out there. And the C tier, we sold our C tier. We sold out.
Right.
So.
Yeah, there was even people who couldn't get in, right? Like there's people that wanting to come.
Yep, there's people that wanted to come, but we didn't have enough room for them. We probably could have put 5 on a card, but we stuck.
No one likes that, especially not that time of year.
Yeah, so we stuck with, especially we didn't have tee pads, so it was kind of play at your own risk.
Yeah,
but.
I was about 8 months pregnant at that point.
Yeah, and you killed it.
Actually, wasn't it October 1st? I think it's exactly 8 months pregnant.
Was it? Yeah, it was right in there. But yeah, it's called the Purple Gang.
Yep.
A little bit of history about that course. That's actually. Do you remember seeing the Speakeasy on the hill, over on the back side of the course?
I do not.
There's like a white.
I was busy wobbling.
Busy being pregnant.
Yeah.
So there's like a speakeasy that's inside the hill, and that's actually where Al Capone's gang members from Chicago would meet up with the Purple Gang from Detroit, would meet at McCordy and pass their liquor, whiskey. They would pass.
So basically, we can sell tickets as a sightseeing/disc golf event.
Yes, they're actually going to be opening that up for a museum this year. I believe. Yep.
Great,
so,
that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I went inside there once, and you could see like the old fireplace and just like Henry Ford,
right?
Al Capone.
Well, we need to advertise there. Disc golf advertisement at that museum. Come to the museum and then play around a golf.
Yes, because I think they have a big board all up there. But so yeah, that's a pretty cool fact. There's also like 18 bridges out there, cement bridges that look like wood bridges.
Right.
But they're
cursed, right?
They are. The course is called the Lady in Blue, and the reason it's called that is because there have been numerous sightings of a ghost out there of a lady in a blue gown, and she walks the bridges.
Terrible fashion sense.
At night, yeah. No, blue or gown or what?
I think the gown part.
The gown part.
On a disc golf course. She's not very fashionable, this lady, but she's scary. That's enough.
She's scary. She is. And there was one time I was actually working out there, and I was alone, and I felt like a presence, was watching me.
So you believe in ghosts?
That's a whole nother podcast. I don't know if that's even disc golf.
Okay,
podcast.
well, we're not. Okay, I take that as a yes, and we can do a ghost podcast.
We'll do a ghost podcast. We'll do our next
on Halloween.
Yeah.
I actually got a question for you.
What's that?
I would like to know what the team looks like this year, because I know that you increased the team this year.
That is, we did increase the team this year. We have Ragna.
What?
Yes,
I'm
myself.
on the team. I made it.
You made it this year. Yeah, we're gonna do another stamp for you this year. It's actually Ragna, myself, DJ Baldwin,
World champ.
2-time.
Yep. 2 different age divisions. Great kid.
We got Lee Thomas. You know Lee. Jared Stoll.
Yep.
He's on there. We have Jessica Jaworski.
Love her.
Yeah, she's
Love
awesome.
Her. Yep.
Abigail Farrow.
I don't think I met her.
She is out of Washington, D.C., I believe.
Oh, nice. I'm jealous.
Yeah, she's only been playing, I think she just posted something on Instagram about playing only for 1 year.
How did you find her?
Actually, she was down at Ledgestone. She was hanging out with Jared and Lee, Maria and Andy.
Nice.
And they were all, I guess, talking Under 54 up and saying that she should get a hold of me.
Sweet.
So she got a hold of me and we talked, and yep, she's
well, we love more women in the sport. That's for sure.
Yes, absolutely, and that's that's one area that you can really push to get beginners, and that's I try to go half male, half female, just so we have that much more coverage,
right?
That is more inviting,
right?
But we also got Danny from Illinois. He's new to the team this year. Lige, he's been on the team a couple of years now,
right?
Am I forgetting Mitch Winters, who I talked about before playing doubles with? Malcolm, we call him X. Mitch actually is out of Detroit now. Malcolm's, I think, still in Lansing.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm missing anybody. I hope I'm not.
Well, Maria and
Andy,
they
just joined the team this year. Sorry, I forgot you guys.
Well, you kind of mentioned them with the Ledgestone.
Yeah, with the Ledgestone.
And they're like family. They're
family.
They're obvious Under 54.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're family 54. So.
Yes.
But yeah, that's who we got on the slate this year.
Sweet.
If you have any questions about maybe being part of the family or helping us do what we do, you can find us at under54.com, Facebook Under54 DiscGolf, or Instagram at Under54Disc. You can also message Ragna.
Yep.
Any questions you guys have, if you want us to talk about on the podcast, anything, topics or whatever.
Any requests,
just let us know. And that's how Under 54 started and
who we are now.
Did we leave anything out?
No, I feel like we talked about the bomb logo, which has been so popular. I've gotten so many questions about that logo throughout me wearing the hoodie and etc. And I'm pretty excited of the growth of the team as well. Yeah,
we'll be adding more throughout the year. We're also we also have, it's not just Prodigy discs that we have, but we got Innova stuff. We got Discraft. We'll have more shirts and hats this year. So,
and I mean, wherever the interest is, right?
Yep.
You don't mind growing the business certain ways depending on what people want.
Right, exactly. So if there's something that you guys do want bombs on, let us know. Message us. Or if there's if you don't, a lot of times I don't have a whole lot of stuff on under54.com to buy, just because with running tournaments and stuff like that, the inventory changes so rapidly.
Right. Feel free to message.
Yes. So message us. Ragna has some stuff she can sell. I got some stuff we can sell. Anything that you're looking for, let us know.
We're friendly.
We're friendly. We're friendly people. So, thanks for listening to this episode. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Bye.